dear students, and welcome to Apsacs online support program. I'm your English teacher, Ma'am Rabia Man of grade 6. Today I'm going to discuss with you assignment of week number 10 of English language. We are having today two tasks. Number one is grammar topic, that is past simple tense, and number second is story writing. Past simple tense. Past simple tense shows an action that occurred and was completed at a particular time in the past. The simple past tense of regular verb is marked by ending ed, d, t or ied. Whereas the irregular verbs, they have variety of endings. One of the change is the change in the vowels. Here I will discuss with you some of the rules of making sentences in simple past tense. First rule is that you have to use second form of verb. We use second form of verb in simple sentences. We can use form of verb that is first in case of negative and interrogative sentences. Helping verb which is used in simple past tense is did, but we use did in case of negative and interrogative sentences. For example, if I say that he went to school, so this is a simple sentence. But when I say that he didn't go to school, so with did we will use first form of verb, that is go. If I say did he go to school, so it is question form. So in the question form we will use did and we will use first form of verb. There are different forms of be. The present form of be are is, am and are, which we used in present tense. Whereas the other form that we use in past sentences are was and were. We use was with singular and were with plural. When we want to make these sentences negative, we will just add not. Here you can see few regular and irregular verbs. The regular verbs, they end with ed, d, t or ied. Whereas the irregular verbs, the change is there, but the change occurs at the vowel position. Like drink become drank, so I change into a. Give become gave. Teach become taught. Buy become bought. So these are the few examples. In this slide you can see the comparison of positive, negative and question sentences. Like in simple sentences, that is also termed as positive sentences, we used pronoun along with a second form of verb. But when we change it into negative, so we will use didn't or did not, and the second form will change into first form. And when we want to write a sentence in a question form, then we will take out this did, that is the helping verb, outside the sentence and put a question mark at the end. Now here exercise 1 of your textbook, page 50 is displayed over here. Question is, complete the diary entry with the past simple form of the verb in the box. Two verbs are given. You have to select a proper verb according to the sentence and according to the tense. And you have to write it in these blanks. Like be is given, so you will use different form of be, was or were. Arrive is given, or catch is given, get up is given, play. So you will use different forms of these verbs. You will use first form of verb or second form of verb. Just look at the sentences and do it. Now exercise 2 is complete the conversation with the past simple form of the verbs in brackets. So here I'll just revise the rule. Number 1 rule is that when there are positive sentences, so you will use second form of verb. When there are negative sentences or interrogative sentences, then you will use did or did not, and you will use first form of verb accordingly. Now come to the exercise of your workbook that is given on page 32. Question number 1 is choose and circle the correct answer. Number 1 is did or was. You have a good time yesterday. So was is correct or did. Second one is the weather wasn't or weren't. Third one is we didn't go or went. As I told you before that when simple sentences are there, so you will use second form of verb. But when negative or interrogative sentences are there, so then you will use first form of verb. When it started or it start. Then run or ran. Fifth one, was or were it hot last weekend. Sixth one, our teacher gave or gave. What did you see or saw? You go or went. Danny failed or failed. Study or studied. Now question number 2. Complete the story with the past simple form of the verb in brackets. Steve and his family travel or travelled to Bali for their holiday. It was or were. Their first time there. On the first day they were or was. Very tired after the journey, so they relaxed or relaxed. On the second day, Steve's mom and sisters went or go, and buy or bought. Steve and his dad tried or try. They saw or see. Last one is Steve and his family had or have. Now question number 3 is write past simple sentences or question about what people did or didn't do on their holiday. Like number 1 is Jalal go snorkeling with friend. So it is simple sentence, means positive sentence. You will just change the form of the verb over here. Second one is Anaya not eat ice cream. So this is a negative sentence. So what you will do? You will just use the helping verb over here and along with the form of the verb, like which form of the verb you will use, first or second. Third one is Pat ride a bike. So here you can see question mark. So it means that you have to make a question sentence from this statement. Fourth one is Emily visit a museum. So this is also a positive sentence. You will just change the form of the verb over here. Then Umar not play badminton. So this is a negative sentence. You will change the main verb as well as you will use the helping verb or not. Think about it. Sixth one is Praveen take photos. So here you can see the question mark at the end. So it means that you will make a question sentence from it. So think about it, that how you will make it. Storytelling as an art. You must remember stories that your grandparents and mother must have told you when you were young. So in this lesson you will be making up a story after looking at the photos. Choose a photo from the two given on page 54. Study them and find out what is happening. Then make up a story around the photos. Use appropriate vocabulary. Take help from the useful phrases box and use the given phrases to make your story interesting. Your story will be interesting if you begin with an exciting situation. Use appropriate words and phrases to bring life to the situation you are describing. So you have to write a story and it must be consist of 125 to 150 words. But you have to write the story in different paras. It must be not more than 3 or 4 paras. Okay? Thank you so so much, students, for your precious time. If you have any questions, so you can ask me anytime. Thank you.